Apple is about to completely break the budget laptop market. And honestly, they are probably going to cannibalize their own MacBook Air sales to make it happen. If you're thinking about buying a Mac today, you need to close your wallet right now. New supply chain leaks just dropped, and they paint a completely insane picture of the upcoming MacBook Neo 2. We're talking about upgrades so massive that they wipe out the biggest complaints we have had about Apple's entry-level machines for years. But there is a massive catch regarding how Cupertino plans to pull this off without absolutely wrecking their profit margins. Let me take you back for a second. The original MacBook Neo was a complete shock to the system. Nobody expected Apple to drop a $599 laptop. Powered by the A18 Pro chip straight out of the iPhone lineup, it was this wildly affordable entry point into the Apple ecosystem for students and remote workers. But the honeymoon phase ended pretty quickly when you looked at the spec sheet. We have been tearing our hair out over the base configurations ever since it launched. Well, Mark Gurman recently hinted that Apple is feeling the heat, and now we know exactly how they are responding. The big story here is the jump to the A19 processor. According to reports popping up over at the LEC, this new chip is built on a heavily refined manufacturing process, likely riding on the back of significantly improved TSMC 3nm yields. The current A18 Pro is fast, sure, but the A19 is reportedly bringing a completely reworked neural engine. Some analysts are throwing around numbers suggesting AI-related processing could see gains of up to 3 times compared to the current model. 3 times. That is massive for on-device machine learning and Apple Intelligence features. Honestly, I'll believe the exact multiplier when I see it running my own benchmarks, but even a 50% jump would change how this machine handles heavy workflows. But raw compute power is not even the best part of this leak. The absolute biggest complaint, the thing that has driven me crazy about entry-level MacBooks, is the memory. 8 gigabytes of RAM in a modern machine is practically a crime at this point. It causes thermal throttling, it aggressively hits the swap file, and it just ruins the longevity of the machine. When your system runs out of physical memory, it has to rely on the solid-state drive for swap memory, which severely degrades the lifespan of those internal drives over time. According to supply chain whispers picked up by DG Times, Apple is finally fixing this bottleneck. The base memory configuration on the Neo 2 is reportedly bumping up to 12 gigabytes of unified memory. Let that sink in. 12 gigabytes, standard on a budget machine. This gives you so much more breathing room for heavy multitasking, running dozens of browser tabs, photo editing, and those increasingly demanding AI workflows that eat RAM for breakfast. Do you think 12 gigabytes is enough for your daily driver? Or should 16 just be the absolute floor across the entire industry? Drop a comment down below because I really want to know where you guys stand on the unified memory debate. And they are not stopping at the RAM. Let's talk about the SSD storage because this is where Apple has notoriously cut corners before. Remember those awful single NAND chip drives that absolutely crippled the transfer speeds on the base model M2 Air? Yeah, leaked component data suggests Apple learned their lesson. We are hearing that the new generation of SSD storage inside the Neo 2 is capable of delivering roughly double the transfer speeds of the current model. We are talking about jumping from those sluggish 1,500 megabytes per second read speeds up to potentially hitting the 3,000 mark. Apps are going to launch instantly. Huge video files will transfer in seconds, and the system responsiveness will feel exactly like a pro-tier machine. Mac Otakara recently corroborated some of these internal changes, pointing to a completely different motherboard layout to accommodate the faster NAND chips. There is even a wild rumor floating around from Ming-Chi Kuo suggesting Apple might just nuke the 256 gigabyte storage tier completely. Imagine a $599 Mac with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of crazy fast storage out of the box. It's almost too good to be true, right? Wait, really? Is Apple actually going to be this generous? Naturally, this brings up the massive elephant in the room, the price. Rising component costs and memory supply constraints have been squeezing manufacturers everywhere. Can Apple really pack in a faster A19 chip 50% more RAM, and double the base storage without jacking up the price? Well, Shrimp Apple Pro has been digging into the casing and external design leaks, and this is where Apple is saving their money. The reports are practically unanimous that Apple is keeping the exact same lightweight aluminum chassis, the same 13-inch display, and the same internal structure. It is a straight-up spec bump inside an identical shell. We might see a couple of fresh color options just to help it stand out on the shelves, but externally, it is the exact same device. And honestly, that is a smart play. The current design is incredibly repair-friendly and already looks premium enough. By recycling the tooling and chassis production lines, Cupertino saves a fortune. Insiders are claiming Apple is pushing incredibly hard to preserve that highly competitive $599 starting price point. They want this thing in every classroom and on every coffee shop table in the world. Personally, knowing how the Apple tax usually works, I would not be shocked to see a quiet $50 bump. Even if they price it at $649 to justify the extra memory and storage, it completely obliterates the Windows competition at that price tier. You are getting seamless integration with your iPhone, phenomenal battery life, and now, specs that actually let you do real work without hitting a wall. Ross Young recently weighed in on the display supply chain side, and everything points to a launch window around spring 2027. That gives them plenty of time to build up inventory and maximize those A19 chip yields. It also gives them time to figure out what on earth they're going to do with the MacBook Air, because this Neo 2 sounds like it is going to steal a massive chunk of its sales. Think about it. If you walk into an Apple store and you see a MacBook Air sitting next to a MacBook Neo 2 that has 90% of the performance, identical base memory, and a wildly cheaper price tag, which one are you actually going to buy? It puts Cupertino in a very weird position where their best entry-level device is fighting their mid-range champion. So, we're looking at an absolute powerhouse of a budget machine. If you're a student or someone who just needs a reliable, fast, daily driver, spring 2027 cannot come fast enough. We track the supply chain moves constantly here at Educational Hub, and I'm telling you, this is the most aggressive play Apple has made in years. I want to know your thoughts. What is the one specific feature you desperately want Apple to add to the MacBook Neo 2 that we haven't talked about? Let me know in the comments.